congratulations on
Thank you.
the film. I saw it. It's incredible.
Yay.
I was, when you watch an action film, you just expect, you expect just the action, but there's heart, there's sacrifice, there's unity, there's a beautiful message in it. Just a general question, how much fun did you guys have making this, and then continued fun that you're having as you're promoting this?
Well,
oh no.
The second part, the continued fun,
Wow.
I'm just playing.
Nah, we were friends before this, but now
But not anymore.
we're working on it. We're in therapy right now. So, but it was great.
From the movie that you're bringing out. Yeah.
It was amazing to be a part of this film, and Anthony and I were friends before this, and the fact that we get to do it together and rep Brooklyn so hard and the respective areas in Brooklyn that we're from is just incredible. So I don't know. It's just, how do you feel?
Nah, it was fun, man. It was. I'll be honest. Like, it's a blessing. It is fun, and it's dope to be doing this with Dom. We've been friends for a long time, and it's just really cool. I said to her, that we were in Singapore, and there was like a whole fireworks show happening and stuff. But when I really felt it was when I saw Dom on the stage, and I was like, dang, like, yo, we really here together, like two kids from the hood, like, who on paper should never be here, so I just feel grateful.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell you guys have chemistry on the screen. I'm wondering, because you have this friendship, and there is a little bit of, not the friendship in the movie, how it starts off. Was that difficult for you guys to tap into it or to enjoy?
Absolutely, because Steven used to yell at us like, "You guys don't know each other yet."
Yeah.
So when we were running from like the explosions in the beginning, Anthony's like really like almost like protecting me from the explosions, but Elena and Noah don't know each other yet, so Steven had to keep calling it out.
He's like, yo, bro, like, y'all don't know each other yet. Y'all don't trust each other. Like, stop acting like y'all know each other. He's like, all right, my bad.
Have you guys always wanted to work together? And then if so, the fact that you get to do it with the Transformers movie is really...
That's the incredible part about this. We would like meet up in cafes in like Brooklyn and talk about, hey, all right, we got to do something together. Even if we got to write it, it's got to be so Brooklyn, got to be epic. It's got to be amazing, even if it's a play. And we just never would have imagined that we would get to be a part of this franchise together and be the first Black and brown leads of the film. And then we get to tap into our neighborhoods. And when Anthony sees it tonight with his family, it's gonna be crazy. I saw it with my family yesterday, like a private screening, and East New York just went crazy. It was amazing.
Yeah, we Dom and I are both on the board of opening act. Where we do stage readings for students and young people. And
Opening Act is a company that gives free theater opportunities for kids all over the city.
Yeah, so I actually got introduced to them because of her, and I did a reading of one of her plays that she wrote. And from that moment on, we were like, yo, we gotta find something. So we were both kind of brainstorming for a little while there, for something for Dom to write for both of us, because I definitely wasn't gonna write it. She is an amazing, incredible writer, and but thankfully. And then we kind of started getting busy with our lives, and then this came around, and it gave us this opportunity.
I remember I called him because I knew that they were excited about Anthony, and I was like, oh shoot, like, could we do this together? So I FaceTimed him, and I was like, and I think I might have sent you.
Yo, you doing this? You was asking.
I sent you a Bumblebee like transforming or something, because we couldn't really talk about it, but I like texted him like a GIF or what is it called? GIF, whatever. Yeah, but it was like, and then he called me because that's all I was saying. He's like, whatever. Anyway, yes, it was exciting. It was very exciting to say the least.
Yeah.
I'm curious. You obviously you see the New York, the Brooklyn influence throughout the film. Was that y'all's idea to put that, to bring that in? And how vocal were you of this is what I want to bring to my character because this is who I really am, and I want that to come through in the film?
Well, Steven was very intentional from the beginning. I think that the
character was set in Queens.
Yeah.
He was like an Irish dude, an Italian dude, I think Irish guy from Queens originally. And when they cast me, obviously, I'm Puerto Rican. So it's, they were like, all right. And I was like, yo, like, if we're going to do this movie in New York, we should set this in Brooklyn. What are we doing? What are we talking about? .com. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about.
So he made the switch. And it was cool. It was cool sending him pictures. He's like, all right, so where should we shoot? What do you think? What kind of areas or whatever? And I'm sending him pictures of neighborhoods. Yo, this is best size what Bushwick look like. This is what if you shoot? There's like a car chase on a bridge. He's like, yo, what do you think? Manhattan Bridge, Brooklyn Bridge? I said Williamsburg Bridge. If he's gonna be from Bushwick, that's the bridge that connects Manhattan to get into Williamsburg to go to Bushwick. Which is the neighborhood over. So, and then to see the big car chase actually happen on the Williamsburg Bridge, insane. And then our scenes, where you talk about East New York and
that was something that we kind of ad-libbed like in the moment, and I was surprised that he let us keep it. I was even after the edits a couple of times, like, because he don't like to tell you nothing what's out of it, and I was like, Steven, you just gotta let me know if I get to say East New York in this movie. Please let me know right now. He was like, oh yeah, it's still in there. I said, oh, thank you, Lord. But I told Steven from the beginning when they wanted me to do it, I sat with him and he said that he wanted Elena to have her own arc and her own kind of storyline or autonomy over things, and that was really important for me if I was gonna do it. And I said, well, I'm an actor that I love to give notes, I love to talk about character and development. And he was like, oh, you could give me your notes at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay. I didn't give it to him at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I did give him like pages and to make fun, like pages and pages of notes. And I sat with the writers about 2 or 3 times just to make sure that the character was something that, I could look back and be proud of, and that Black girls and young girls in these type of areas can feel represented. But also I would think about things sometimes for Noah and just be like, well, this is an idea. Obviously it's up to Ant and Steven, but if I had an idea,
I ain't take none of y'all.
I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure. I was trying to look out for him too. I'm not gonna fight for the best for me and like leave him out. You know what I'm saying?
No, Dom.
I love it.
She killed that.
You mentioned the arc of your character, and for both of you, it's really fun and interesting to see that progression throughout the movie. So I know you can't say too much, but we know this is one of 3. Like, where would you love to see your characters move on to in the next film? Or what would you like to see them do or be?
I mean, the ending of the movie is kind of crazy, right? So it opens up the universe in a way that we've never seen before. So I would love to see how these characters, they kind of, where they fit in that. She said romance. Yeah, right. A little romance, right? We need a little bit of romance.
I said, listen. I'm tired of like the Black women being on the shows and like they get their big career and they're so successful and they ain't got no man. Like, let's change that a little something. So now that we know she got her own thing going on, now she can invite some love into her life.
That's right. And there's that moment where they're on the plane and she puts her head on his shoulder and I'm okay. I can see this.
Right.
I like this.
A little cliffhanger.
Stephen Cable Jr. She can see it. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?